Hello vlog and happy Monday. I'm just doing some work right now. I'm at my dad's desk. This is where I work now. Long story short, we don't live in California anymore. We lived two different places in California. First we were in Northern California and then we got moved to Southern California for Thomas's job. And then 3 weeks after we moved there and signed the freaking lease, they fired him on the spot. Not because of anything my husband did, just weird company. I was like, this is a sign from God, we need to go back to Utah. I don't want to be anywhere other than Utah. So now we're here, living at my parents' house, rent-free, huge blessing. They don't live here in the winter, so we have it to ourselves. I was like stepping into housewife mode, and you saw my vlog, like, day in my life as a stay-at-home wife, and now I'm like trying to bust my butt with my business. So I spend a lot of my time in this office. And right now I'm just in the process of trying to clear out my laptop. I do like podcasts, videos, I'll edit. I'm starting to do like brand collaborations on TikTok and stuff. So it requires video editing and it just goes so slow and it keeps saying that there's not enough storage space. So I'm cleaning everything out right now and just like finding a lot of good old graphics that I want to use this upcoming year for Instagram just to launch my courses and to help you guys learn more about holistic health and heart math and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just have been inspired to start vlogging lately, so I think I'm gonna try to do them weekly. We'll see. I tried to do vlogs and then my vlog from October, I didn't finish it until last week, so mid-February. Pretty bad, but yeah, I just wanted to start. So right now I'm just doing my work. I've been listening to Blurry Creatures. Honestly, I think I'm gonna email them. I'm gonna email them and try to tell some of my stories about the tree in my backyard that's alive, and apparently my husband in a past life. I'm gonna do that eventually, but I've just got this long to-do list. I just came off of my menstrual cycle, so I'm trying to get back into things, and the to-do list has just piled up. So yeah, I'm just gonna work for a little while longer, and I don't know what else. I'll just show you what I do on a regular, gloomy, dark winter Monday.
By no means proceed those who are asleep. Verse 16 says, for the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of sure, when the Lord comes. Well, that word coming of the Lord in verse 15,
me on a random Tuesday in the middle of winter. Literally, I watched the Fenty fashion show while I did my workout, the first one. I didn't know there were 4. I've only seen 2 of them, so I decided to go back and rewatch them. And I like wanted to cry watching it. It is so inspiring, and like maybe people are gonna watch this and be like, oh my gosh, she's satanic. Okay, whatever. Regardless, that is so cool. And like, I grew up dancing. I grew up in multiple studios. I was the president of my dance company in high school. I miss dancing. Like, when you dance, you get to just take on a character and like, you get to be sexy. I feel like there's not many other art forms that you just get to take on a character like that, besides maybe acting. But it's just so sexy and empowering and like feminine and like, oh, it was so good. And so now I've just been listening to the soundtrack all day, and I wanted to feel sexy, but I don't have any sexy clothes, so I just found what I could, and I look like I'm going to a club. It's just a Tuesday. I'm just getting ready to sit behind my laptop for the rest of the day and do nothing, but I feel sexy. I think my husband's gonna like it. Just because you're Christian doesn't mean you have to be stale and boring. Sorry, I like my femininity. Femininity is sexy. Read the freaking, what is it, Song of Solomon? And tell me that's not just like erotic in its own way. Let's face it, my hair is still wet, but yeah, man, I'm just inspired. I want to go dance so badly. Like, in terms of like health and wellness and emotions and like trauma and these emotions that get stuck in your body, dancing is such a good way to let that out. It's strengthening, it's for flexibility, it is emotion, it's movement, it's fascia, just like lubricating all your joints. You're moving your body in ways you don't move. You get to have pieces of you come out in different ways. You can cry, you can angry dance, you can be sexy, you can be sad, you can be lighthearted. Like, it's everything. I don't know, I just miss it. We just got back from Cafe Rio. We went on a little lunch date. I changed my outfit. So I get a salad. I got rice, black beans, sweet pork, the lettuce.
No cilantro.
No cilantro. Did you notice how we put cilantro on mine and then not on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but I wasn't really hungry, so I still have my entire salad left. Thomas got the same thing. And we got chips and elotes. And it's like typical elote, but in queso sauce, so that was really good. Now it's time to get back to work. It is Wednesday morning. I just had breakfast. I ate a breakfast taco and a piece of avocado toast. I've got my coffee right here. It's just rainy and gray today, so I don't know. I feel like it's really easy to want to be where you're not, and I can feel myself like wanting to be out of winter and like wishing for the spring to come. But this morning when I woke up, just like laying in bed thinking about what I have to do today, I was just thinking, like, when I'm in the summer, I'm excited for winter because it's just that time of rest. And so I just feel like I really need to lean into winter and stop trying to make it be summer and like be so productive and do all of these things. The good thing about winter is that it's gross and gray outside and you have less energy and you just get to rest. So I'm just gonna take it slow and easy today. I'm gonna work from the couch instead of in my dad's office chair. I still am gonna work on my to-do list. I had so many things and I literally only cross off like 1 or 2 each day. That's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna slowly sip on my coffee. I debated like not even doing coffee today to just let myself really rest, and like if I want to take a nap, I could do that. But then with the breakfast, the coffee is just the perfect match. Like the breakfast is nothing without the coffee, you know? Anyways, I need to take my vitamins, so I'll go through them with you. This, I don't know if it's clearing it up. This is called Serenogen. Apparently I don't make serotonin as much as other regular people do, so it helps my body create serotonin and just like positive chemicals, hormones, whatever. All of these are all completely natural, by the way. This is called Meta I3C, and it helps with hormonal balance and support. This one is the most important one for me. This one is called Methyl Care. I have a gene mutation called MTHFR. It looks like mother effer. I follow this, like, I feel like it's called like Phil's Pharmacy or something like that. It's this really like feminine guy on Instagram, but he has this video saying that like probably 70% of people who are struggling with like, I feel like it's those really common symptoms like, okay, you're tired, brain fog, a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, blah, 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 that most of those people probably also have the MTHFR mutation. I had no idea it was that common. If you suspect you might have it, or even if you don't, like, it's probably still good to just treat it anyways. It's just like, this is just a different form of folate. Like, you take folic acid as a vitamin or whatever. This is just already methylated, so your body just doesn't have to do that process, but it's the same thing. It's just folic acid, but methylfolate. I don't know if that makes sense. Food already has methylfolate in it, and there's certain foods that you can eat if you have MTHFR that just help. So I made a cheat sheet for myself to know like what to eat, what not to eat, lifestyle hacks, whatever. So maybe I can just link that on this video, just a little free resource for you guys. You're welcome. And this is my other last pill for the day. This one is NAC. I started taking this after the pandemic. Just helps with like your immune system and stuff, and I think maybe your heart. I can't really remember. But because this is so small, I can only fit this many pills in it, or else I would take more. I switch off every other day taking my vitamin D3, especially in the winter, very important to have that vitamin D. So I do take that. It just is not in my box today. This was not what I was expecting to happen today. Hi, Mom. Just this cat that looks exactly like my old cat showed up and just came inside and is making biscuits and giving me loves. Hi. Hi, so cute boy. Oh, he's got the prettiest eyes. Okay, don't mind the way I look. Oh, he's like, what is that? Hi. I'm just a cat lover at heart. What's crazy is that, like on TikTok, somehow stray cats always just find people, and they started calling it the cat distribution system. And no joke, like 30 minutes ago, I was thinking to myself, when's it gonna be my time? When is the cat distribution system gonna find me and choose me? And then I made my eggs, looked out the window, and I just see this cat. And like sometimes there's cats that wander around here and I'll open the door and they run away. But I opened the door and this one just came waltzing in. So I made him some tuna and we're just, oh, he's so sweet. He looks exactly like my old cat. Rolling over, making biscuits, let me pet his tummy. What is that? Oh. You smell your tuna breath. Can I see those eyes again? Oh.
$100,000 a month or something like that.
You could, dude, yeah, you could make your own credit card and be like, hey, I want 2% of every sale.
There you go. There you go.
Tango. Tango.
Hating it. More productive.
Your mom?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know, that's what they used to call me. Like so much time had passed.
But it's weird because not a lot of time.
Yeah, like almost no 2 weeks.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Dobby, stop it. Dobby, stop it. Bad Dobby. Bad Dobby. And then he like hits himself. Good elf. Dobby loves. Dobby loves Thomas. Dobby would do anything for Thomas. Would Thomas do anything for Dobby?
No.
No. Really? Because Dobby would do anything for Thomas.
Oh yeah, girl. Yeah, you get that, Tunes. Yesterday was such an interesting day. Sometimes I'll just randomly have these days that feel really spiritual, and not even in like a spiritual way. It's like a really super mundane way, if that even makes sense. But just, if you've ever heard of the cat distribution system, I have been thinking of that and dreaming of that for so long, wondering like, when is my day gonna come? When basically is like God gonna choose me to find a cat? And not that that cat is mine. Like, we put her out last night, obviously, because we don't have a litter box or anything. I don't know, it was just special. Like, I literally, for the entire day, got to just cuddle that cat. Like, it stayed inside, it snuggled with me on the couch, just for hours, and it felt so special. She looks just like my cat that I grew up with and lived with for like 15 years. But, so that happened, and then We went to lunch with my husband's friends, and we sat outside for the first time like this whole winter, which itself felt really special, just like feeling the sun on your face for the first time in months. It was just one of those moments, and like laughing with them was one of those moments where it was like, okay, like I just had to stop myself and turn away and be like, okay, take this in, pay attention to this, like this is the feeling you're always looking for, this is the feeling that matters. And it was nothing like crazy special, nothing crazy spiritual, it was just like having that presence and enjoying the sun and good friends, laughing, I don't know. And our friend Atticus that was there with us too, he had just done his last ketamine therapy experience, or like session. Not that I like agree or don't agree with it. Like I feel like, I don't know. To each their own, everything has its place, I guess, in everyone's journey. I wouldn't do it, at least not now, I don't know. But anyways, he like had a really tough time doing his ketamine therapy and said it was just like a really hard experience and like a lot of suffering. And then his final one, he said, was just like everything he needed. It was so lighthearted, and that the moral of the story, or like his lesson, was just stop asking yourself all these tough, deep questions and like just let yourself live and enjoy life. Like the meaning of life is joy with your friends and laughter, being in the present moment, feeling the sun on your skin. And I was like, yeah, I definitely feel that, like I agree. So lunch was all fun, and then we came home, and we had let the cat out, obviously, because I don't want it to go to the bathroom in the house. We don't have a litter box. And I got home, and the only thing on my mind was like, is this cat still gonna be here? And she was, and I was so happy. And then a little time goes by, and I realized that I don't have my phone. And I had left my phone in Rob's van. So Thomas called my phone multiple times, called Atticus multiple times, no one answered, and so my phone got taken up to Salt Lake, which is like nearly an hour away. And usually I would be so stressed, like, oh my gosh, I have to work, that's what I run my business from, I have to post the winner of this hoodie giveaway tomorrow, gotta figure things out, blah blah blah. I'm in the middle of launching and selling my Voicing Victory podcast training, and that would usually be my reaction, but it was like, because I had had that spiritual moment at lunch, it was like, you know what, it's fine. I was like, I don't really care, it doesn't matter. Being away from my phone for one day or maybe 2 days, like I didn't know when I was gonna get it back. I still don't really know. I still don't have it, but it was just like, you know what, it doesn't even matter. And then I went and sat on the porch in the sun, soaked up the sun, got some work done on my laptop, watched a show, cuddled with this cat on my couch for hours and hours on end, and it was just really nice. Went to bed, no phone, woke up, no phone to look at, just went and did my journal and my Bible, worked out, watched some Queer Eye, which I'm obsessed with that show. They're just such good people, and the stories are so touching. But yeah, so now it's Friday. I am supposed to announce the giveaway winner today. I don't even know who won because since I don't have my phone, I can't count how many times everyone entered. So I'm just getting ready, and we're gonna head to Salt Lake, get my phone back, hopefully be able to go find Wi-Fi somewhere, like maybe a little coffee shop or something, so I can at least work a little bit. Because I have things I want to post too, like yesterday. And another thing was that I sold one of my Voicing Victory trainings yesterday without even having access to my phone. And it was like, wow, God is good. I can still do this even when I literally don't have my phone with me. And it was just awesome because this person had been telling me that they were interested and they wanted to start a podcast, but they didn't feel basically worthy enough. And I was like, no. That's the enemy. That is not true. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is worthy enough to start a podcast. Like, that is an excuse the devil is giving you so that you never do it. And so he got the course, or the video training, and I didn't even know he had gotten it. I got on Instagram on my laptop, and I saw his story pop up, and it was like, recording a podcast tomorrow, I'll be on the lookout. And I'm like, wait a second. Like, let's go. Just like that, he turned it around. And then I realized later on that he had got the training, and I was like, wow, that is so special that I get to help God's children lift up their voice and speak out and like spread the gospel, share what they've learned in their spiritual journey and from the Bible and their healing and all of this stuff. And I was able to literally help this person make that turnaround in a few hours. Like the second he started the course, he was already posting to his story like, I have something coming tomorrow. Tomorrow. And it's like, maybe he would have done that regardless, but I feel like if I wasn't there to like encourage this person, maybe he never would have made that podcast, you know? Maybe all these things would still just be stuck inside of his head and he would be wanting to talk about it but not feeling worthy. So I don't know. It was just a cool day to not have my phone. I haven't seen the cat today. I hope she comes back. I set out some tuna for her. We named her Whiskey. I have no idea what her real name is, but yeah. So that is basically everything as of today. So I'm gonna finish my makeup and get to it. Because my head's so small, it doesn't recognize.
Like allow yourself to have thoughts.
I'll be right there when you. I'll be right there when you. Going up color the
Texting while driving?
Watching her drive by Sunday, we listen to the pastor preach. Monday, lost in the world fights. My girl trying to stay 12 kills, died, man, it could have been me. I just fell out with my dog. I ain't proud of it at all. Still, I've been running and
Let the real life spider run. They run from the family.
She was a fairy.